Okay, now that we have learned the basics of batch management, we will notch up the level a little bit, where we will also try and understand where we have to deal with a good which expires with time. So here we will be dealing with both the manufacturing date and the expiry date of an item. Okay, and we will also get a little bit into manufacturing, wherein the scenario is such that using these raw materials, which is flour, sugar, syrup, we are going to make biscuit packets. Okay, now we will talk about what is bill of material or BOM. So bill of material or BOM is anything which is like, suppose you have to prepare biscuits. Okay, so the materials that will be needed to prepare biscuits are these. Hence, the bill of material for a biscuit would consist of flour 75 grams, sugar 16 grams, etc., for 100 grams of a super biscuits packet. Similarly, suppose you have to manufacture a car. So the bill of material for a car would be steering, engine, tires, and all the things that are required to make a car. Okay. So I think you got the concept of bill of material. Now let us move on to tally, and I have created a new company called Biscuit Manufacturer. Let's see how we will make these entries and see the reports. Okay, so let's move to Tally, and first we will create an item called Super Biscuits 100 grams. Okay, so we come to Tally and IIA, because I've already created some of the items. Okay, so you have to write the name, and under units, as we learned earlier, we will press Alt C and write numbers. Okay, and then Control A to save, or keep pressing enter and save. Once this is saved, you give track date of manufacturing as yes and use expiry dates as also yes. Here, but we were talking about BOM. So BOM or bill of material needs to be enabled. For that, you have to press F12. Okay, see the last line. Enable component list details. Just press Y and press enter. And you see now it has come. Now it is showing here. So just come here and press Y. Okay. So there you will have to write the name like this, biscuit making BOM. Okay. I have filled few of them, but remaining I will fill in front of you so that we can save some time. Okay. Now fat. So next is what? Let's see. Baking powder and wrapping cover. Baking powder grams 2 quantity per packet. So I will press Alt C, baking powder. Okay, grams. Maintaining that is no. This will be no. Enter, enter, and this will be 2. Okay, so 2 grams per 100 grams of packet. This is the 100 grams of packet that is required, and don't forget to write one numbers, because for one packet, that is one packet of this biscuit, these many things will be required, which is also called the bill of material or BOM. Enter. Now what we need, a wrapping cover. Okay, it shows wrapping cover. So Alt C, wrapping cover. It will be numbers or units, anything. For one, it will be one number. Okay, of course. So now our BOM is ready. Just press enter and save it. And it is done like this. Okay, it is saved. Now that we have come back to Gateway of Tally, let's see what are the next steps that we need to do. Okay, so our bill of material is ready. Now we have to make a manufacturing journal, and will have to enable it, as Tally does not give manufacturing journal by default. Okay, so first let us enable the manufacturing journal, which we will pass to record the manufacturing of super biscuits. Come here, and like previously we have already shown, we will go to voucher type creation, which is accounts info, voucher types, create, type manufacturing journal, or you can give anything. Okay, here you have to select stock journal, because manufacturing journal is a type of a stock journal. When you select stock journal, see this opens up. Just press Y and it is created. Now we have a manufacturing journal ready. To go to a manufacturing journal, you have to come to accounting vouchers, then press Alt F7. When you press Alt F7, you get this option of selecting which journal you want. So we will select manufacturing journal and press enter. Now here it will ask what product you want to manufacture. So we will press spacebar and we will select super biscuit packet. The moment you select super biscuit packet, Tally knows, because you had created a BOM, that these are the basic components of this item. So automatically when you just select this, these items are automatically listed. Let us say I want 100 packets or 100 numbers of biscuits to be manufactured. I will press 100 and press enter. Okay. Now it is asking for a batch number. And at the same time, automatically, if you see, the quantities have been pre-filled basis your requirement. So because this is just to understand, we have not purchased anything and I've just created it right away. So they might show negative balance. So ignore that, because we just want to understand how the batch and the manufacturing work. Okay. So let us give a batch number here. So I will give, let's say, July 2020. Okay. So this is July 2020 and the expiry of my goods will be in Jan 2021. Enter. Okay. Negative stock, of course, because we have not made an entry. So of course it will show. So ignore it. Tally will allow that. Ignore all this. Okay. And simply press Ctrl A to pass this entry. So 100 units of this biscuit will be manufactured. Ctrl A. Okay, come back. Let's go to stock summary. So it is correctly showing that these are negative as per what we had said, and this is positive. Okay, it is also showing the batch number. For July 2020 batch, it is 100 quantity. Come back and let's create one more batch. So accounting vouchers, Alt F7, manufacturing journal, name of the product biscuit. Okay, this time we'll create 250 units and batch number this time would be, say, June 2020. Say manufacturing date is 2020 and expiry date would be, say, July, August, September, October, November, December, which is December 2020. Okay. Similarly, we will just press Ctrl A and save it. Okay. Now VF8 cash sales. We will select the packet. As I had said, it is now showing two different batches. Okay. So we will select the previous batch, say June, and we are going to sell 10 pieces. The rate is say 12 rupees per packet, so 120 rupees. Manufacturing date is this much, expiry date is this much, and just enter. Okay, your entry is saved. Okay, now that we have already done these things, okay, we have done this, we have done this, we have also done this. Now we will also just see the invoice details once and then see the reports. Okay. So let me press page up. Page up will take me to the last sales invoice. Yes. Okay. I use page up. Then I press Alt P, and with this print preview on, if you don't see print preview, just click on this. Okay. Press yes and Alt Z. So here if you see clearly, it is showing which batch it is, manufacturing date and expiry date on the invoice. Now once this is done, okay, just come back. We will see the reports. So we will go to display inventory I and C for batch. Okay, this is our item. Which batch we want to see? We want to see this batch first. Okay, so it shows 250 inwards quantity. We manufactured 250 goods for this batch. Okay, and 10 have been sold, etc. So if you want to see the batch summary or anything, just click here. It will show you. Now July 100 are there and June only 20 are there. If you want to see the details, just press yes and it will show you how many were manufactured. So there were 250 manufactured, 10 were sold and 250 remaining. Okay, so this is how it will be. Okay, so we have seen the reports and we have seen the DIC batch reports as well. Now we'll see one more report which is again very important. So which is display inventory books and aging analysis. This report tells us that which batches have expired and how many days they have been there. So it shows here that this is one item, okay, which is 340 numbers total. June, I just did shift enter to expand. June batch is this much, July batch is this much, 100 and 240, okay, and total is 340 pending. Now for they have been there for less than 45 days, but 45 days is too big a period, so I will click on aging periods and I will say right 10, 30, 60 and 120, because it was 6 months if you remember. So 6 months is say 180 and above. Okay, just accept this. So now what it shows that these batches are less than 10 days old, so it is okay. Okay, see. Also, if you want, you can see the aging style. That means you want to age them by date of purchase, by expiry date, by manufacturing date, etc. So let me click on by manufacturing date. Okay, so this is by manufacturing date. Here it is similar because we have taken the same dates. Now let me show you one more thing. Suppose if I change this date, so as of not 1st July, so as of say 1st Jan 21. Okay. Now what was 340 here? Just come and see they are showing here, which is greater than 80 days. Okay. Now I may not be able to see like this. Let me click on expired batches. When I click on expired batches, it is showing this one has expired. Okay. It is showing expired batches. The one manufactured in June, they were expiring on 31st of December. And we have taken the date as 1st Jan 21. Therefore, it is showing under expired batches. Okay. Now, if I click on all batches, then it will show all the batches. Otherwise, it will only show expired batches. Now, aging style, if I want to see from here, say to be expired. So when I click to be expired, okay, then it is showing that this is 10 to 30 days and this is less than 10 days because it has already expired. Okay, there. So let me show you one more thing. I click on all batches and then when I click on aging style, okay, I will take by date of purchase, show only expired batches, I will take yes. So this is also showing the same report, what I could see from expired batches. Okay, so very helpful report. Basis this, you can take decisions whether you want to hold a scheme or give more discounts and get rid of the items. So very helpful report. And one more thing I'll tell you, by default, Tally does not allow sale of expired goods. So let's just check that also. We F8. I will change the date to 1/1/21. That is 1st Jan. Cash sales. And if you remember, our June batch has already expired. So you see it is not showing at all. Okay. It is not showing at all. But I want to sell the June ones. So what can I do? Let me see. Okay. So here you can come here and you can use this option, allow use of expired batches for all stock items as yes. Then press Ctrl A and now let's see it is showing this also. This also earlier which it was not showing. Okay. So again very helpful and it will help you to manage your inventory far better.